Okay, Vistaprint had another sale, so it's Christmas time for me or whatnot. Except unlike Christmas, instead of Santa Claus bringing something, I've had to purchase these myself. But I always like opening these. I've always kind of likened the experience to kind of opening up, back in the old days, a set of prints, when you go and pick up a set of prints, or in my case it was slides, after you've taken photos on film. Gosh, how long ago does that feel these days, submitting a roll of film. But boy, those were fun days, getting that film back and slides and popping them into a projector and checking them out. Seeing what you've captured, seeing if you got the exposure right, etc. Alright, now this grouping right here is extra exciting for me because they're all new postcards. I call them idea cards, and they go out with our orders. I've kind of changed up, just mix things up a little bit from how I've done things over the years. I'm kind of doing the photograph version of, working on my table here, and I don't know. I think it's kind of nice having, kind of the objects, and I don't know. I put my hand in there sometimes. Sometimes I have to hold up the piece, so that the glare from these lights aren't kind of I don't know, glaring off the surface, especially on the glossy cardstock. But that is a half-size scene, and that was a pretty recent video that I did. I wanted to do something with the whale, but I don't know. I really like those elongated formats for cards, scenes, etc. Those are really fun to work on. Takes a little bit extra time, working on a half-page scene, but very rewarding. I don't do too many full-size scenes, but I keep thinking about it. Some of those scenes are, I don't know, some of my favorites that I've done over the years. But I don't do them too often, just because it takes so long. But I'll get around to it at some point in time. Vistaprint packs all their postcards really carefully these days, and I love it, so that I don't get a big box just full of a jumbled mess of mixed cards. Alright, this is a scene that I really loved working on right here. It was just like this one, it was a purple cardstock, and it is a pre-folded card. You can see the crease down here, but I did that scene on there. It was, I don't know, really enjoyed the process, and especially the end result. I don't know, the process was kind of, I enjoy it. Maybe I wouldn't say it was fun. It was really rewarding because it was a challenge, so kind of every step of the way I was kind of just trying to figure something out. It's kind of I was just mentioning to someone via email about kind of the sense of a little bit of relief, but it makes for an exciting process to go through, to do something where you're kind of don't know where you're headed and whatnot. Okay, now this one is from someone in the Netherlands. Okay, Stampscapes Netherlands, and De Stempelwinkel. And this is Mirjam van. I'm going to butcher her name, but she did this piece, and it's the daughter of the store business owner, and I thought this was an amazing piece right here. Look at the painterly quality of that one, and just the kind of atmospheric, the atmospheric take on this collection of imagery here. But anyways, I asked if we can make that into a scene, because I send these scenes out to them in the Netherlands whenever they order. So I'll get those over to her. I think there's 2 groupings of that one. I think I did this on. Did I? Yeah, this one's a matte finish on here, and because her piece right here, I should have done this one in matte too. This is glossy right here. I think this is matte. It looks more like satin though, but I don't know. Most of them I do on glossy, but I think Vistaprint changed their policy where they don't charge more for matte these days. But that's not as much matte as the matte cardstock used to be through Vistaprint. They've changed over the years. All right, you might recognize this one if you watch this video channel. I mean, this one was just done, I don't know, it just seems like a few days ago. I guess it's been, when has it been, like a week or two? Something like that, but, Cherry Blossom Scene. Let me get this where it's going to fit in here. Cherry Blossom Scene. Really kind of a real experiment again. I don't do kind of pink trees, you know, all too often, but Joy from the Facebook 2 Stampscapes group posted a photo, and it was really kind of inspired, I don't know, some exploration, you know, as far as seeing what I could come up with that. I don't know, I like the idea of it too. We used to have a cherry tree growing up in our backyard. Cherry tree and apple tree. After I did the cherry tree, someone asked about an apple. I thought, that'd be good, you know. I love the idea of it. Not that you have to have had one of those trees, you know, in order to kind of pique your curiosity as far as the attempting one. But I don't know, having that kind of emotional kind of connection, you know, to the whatever you're depicting isn't a bad thing. Okay, Kevin Retreat. This one was a lot of fun to do with the Dr. Martin's Bleed Proof white splatter painting in here. You can see it just kind of that texture of the whole thing. Anyways, that was on video 344. For my last batch, or a couple batches ago, I didn't put anything on the back of my postcards. I don't know. Vistaprint started charging, you know, for backside printing, where before grayscale, just using black, didn't cost anything extra. I don't know. It's like my personal protest, but then I thought, let's just put the information on the back. I can order more, like, different cards. You know, if I just have a blank backside, but, I don't know. Figured it's good to put this information on here, but this is the same thing right here. I'm going to send a bunch of these off to the Netherlands, so their information is on the back. If you're in Europe, stampscapes.nl, so Netherlands, we have a distributor in United Kingdom, Serendipity. But I really love that scene right here. I don't know, if you're curious about more of her work, you can join the group De Stempelwinkel Facebook. Or you can look at their website too. I'm pretty sure they have some samples on their website, I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like I ordered 2 big stacks of this one. I thought I only ordered 1. Oh, I got extras of these ones, because this one's a good Christmas card, so I'll send that out. Start sending those ones out next, I don't know, whenever people start thinking about holiday cards. Okay. Alright, let's see. Is that it? Is this just more the same, or what? I just always have to jump on it quickly, so sometimes I'm not prepared to order these postcards because I haven't formatted them in Photoshop, you know, the layout for these cards in the front and back. But when there's a sale on it, that's when I tend to jump on it. Otherwise, these are really expensive these days to order. Yeah, okay, there's just another one of the deer, and the moonlight, and yeah, okay. So that was it. I just ordered another one of these. I ordered a ton of these ones because I have to send them out to them. in the Netherlands. So another grouping of idea cards. I have a ton of them now. So someone asked me the last time I did this, what do you do with these? Well, these go out with orders that come in, and hopefully they provide. You don't have to have the exact images that are used in these scenes. You can kind of substitute around or whatever. But these are also good for just kind of getting like color scheme ideas. So you don't necessarily have to do the same composition to get the gist of what a range of blues would look like in any given color scheme. It's the same color scheme as in this one right here. It's probably about 4 different blues on each one of those, ranging from the very light tones to the very dark, all the way to black. So, anyways, new stuff. Exciting stuff to see, and I really like the printing job that they've done on these ones. Sometimes they come back a little bit. These days they come back a little bit with too much contrast sometimes and saturation, which can look okay, but I'd rather have it kind of more true to the originals. But this batch right here really came back nicely, and I think are very true to the colors of the originals. I don't know. This one I should have done in matte instead of glossy, but I mean, look at that. That's a pretty close, replication of this. And again, this one's like a photograph, so it's not like scanned at 3000 dpi, but this is the same color paper as this one. Boy, that would have looked a lot more true to this, though, had I done it in matte. So anyway, new scenes ready to go out. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the scenes, and thanks for watching.